for you today. We're going to start it off with a BCTV championship match. This is the BCTV championship belt, which is currently held by Diamond Timothy Flowers, and he's been offering a few wrestlers the opportunity to try and get that belt back. And the latest one, you can see him off there just in behind Diamond Timothy Flowers. That is Mike Dupree. Mike Dupree from Sioux City, Iowa, as he's going to get the opportunity to try and get the BCTV championship belt from Diamond Timothy Flowers. Diamond Timothy Flowers surrenders the belt. And in Diamond Timothy Flowers' corner is brother Precious Peter Flowers. Watching the proceedings by Diamond Timothy.
Hey, come on, Steven! Put down, what the? Yeah!
Mike Dupree would very much like the opportunity to pick up this belt. Mike will be cousin of Randy Rich. Wildfire Mike Dupree, 210 pounds from Sioux City, Iowa. Diamond Timothy, of course, from Fire Island, New York, 245 pounds.
Hey, come on, Steven.
Diamond Timothy in his 5th year of professional wrestling. Wrestled amateur for a few years before that. And, of course, trained his brother, Precious Peter. Mike Dupree. Looking Flowers over carefully. And Mike Dupree learned how to do that, I think, from Diamond Timothy. Now, Diamond Timothy Flowers gets a little of his own medicine from Mike Dupree. Referee Vern Siebert says, no, didn't see that at all. And one more time as Dupree works it once again, gets that hand up into the throat. Now look at Flowers. Oh, he does not like to have that done to him. One thing with Flowers is doing it to somebody else, but he's never too happy doing it to him. Body slam on Dupree.
Champagne, baby, champagne!
And Diamond Timothy Flowers drops that knee right on the forehead of Mike Dupree. This guy Flowers is a pretty tough customer, as we said before. Diamond Timothy Flowers is complaining bitterly about having that hammerlock on him that Mike Dupree had. Flowers putting his leg up on the rope. And, of course, that makes Dupree break the hold, but not before he inflicts a little pain on that arm. And Flowers doesn't take down by the hair. Siebert saw it. And you can hear the fans in the background, I'm sure, as they really get on. Vern Siebert, Diamond Timothy Flowers, using the hair on Mike Dupree. Speaking of our studio audience, we will offer to you the opportunity to attend a videotaping of All-Star Wrestling. We do these matches at the studios of British Columbia Television in Burnaby, BC. And if you're in the Vancouver area or going to be in the Vancouver area in the next little while, give us a little advance warning that you can drop a line to Tickets, care of All-Star Wrestling, Post Office Box 8888, Vancouver, BC, the zip code B6B4A3. And that's the ticket to All-Star Wrestling. And, of course, that's the same address you use if you want to drop us a line to All-Star Wrestling. We really enjoy getting the mail. You want to drop a line to yours truly, Ed Carl, or you can drop a line to your favorite wrestler. We enjoy the mail. We really do. As a matter of fact, I've got a little bit of the mail here. I'll read you a little later on. From some of the mail we picked out from some of our wrestling fans. Enjoy the comments. Getting a lot of comments on this guy Flowers, I can tell you. Now, Flowers, of course, goes around and says that everybody thinks he's great. But if the mail that I get about Diamond Timothy Flowers is any indication, there are not very many Diamond Timothy Flowers fans out there. And you can hear the fans, they're yelling thumb is the word they're using. Hey, now we got Precious Peter going to work on Mike Dupree in the corner, while Vern Siebert and Diamond Timothy Flowers on a few words. And boy, the fans are upset about that as they are really getting on Vern Siebert. Look at this guy, Dupree, goes sailing through the air. Diamond Timothy Flowers. He can throw those body slams. Dupree figured that one out. Had a drop kick in there as well. Didn't land it quite right. But Dupree had all the right moves. Mike Dupree going for the BCTV championship belt. Now, of course, you can hear the cat. It's Crybaby Flowers. And, of course, whatever Flowers has got any words with the referee. Whoa! Mike Dupree had that time beautifully. You got to remember, this guy Flowers is 245 pounds. Dupree had that one figured out. Flowers now works the headlock. Across the ring. Oh, this could be dangerous if anybody miscues. And Vern Siebert gets taken out by Diamond Timothy Flowers. Flowers is down on the concrete, but in the ring, Precious Peter is working over Mike Dupree. As Precious Peter Flowers has got the pin on Mike Dupree. Diamond Timothy is down on the concrete. Vern Siebert is counting, and he counted out. Unbelievable. Vern Siebert counted them 1, 2, 3. And Precious Peter Flowers, you're not going to believe this, Precious Peter Flowers was in the ring. One of our fans, you can see, is talking to Vern Siebert, and she is really giving Vern a piece of her mind. Jessie is a real old wrestling fan. She's been around for years and loves the sport, knows the sport well, and is she ever mad at Vern Siebert? We're going to get down to ringside. Have a word here. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. Diamond Timothy Flowers, you win some matches in some most unusual ways.
But I always win. They don't ask how you won. They ask if you won. Okay, let's get down to business. October 17th, Tiger Jeep Sting. Me and you, we caused all this riot bit in Cagle. We're back in the PNE Garden. We're back where I like it better than Carsdale. We're back where the people love me. Yeah, they love me. I love it too. Jeep Sting, look at it. The next world champion. I'm going to take your belt. And I'm going to take it from you. And all your people, you bring all your buddy, because I'm a crazy brother here. Tell them about it, Petey, baby. Now, let me tell you something. He's going to take that guy. And he's just going to rip his eyes apart. He's just going to go merciful. He's just going to beat that guy until he can't get beaten no more. Yeah.
And that's about it? Is that
That's about it. That's about it. That's right, Mr. Ed Carl. That's about it. That's right, my brother. There he is. There he is. See him? He's going to take care of that man on that 17th day, I told him. You betcha.
How did you enjoy your first match?
How did I enjoy it? I didn't enjoy nothing. I didn't enjoy nothing. All I enjoyed pain. Pain.
That's quite a match he had that he didn't enjoy.
Hey, you know, these people are calling my brother crazy. I'm the only one that can call this man crazy. You know why? Because he's my little brother. So I'm the only one that can call. He's a lunatic. He's sick.
Cloverdale is becoming the hotbed of wrestling. Since we've been lost the license to wrestle in Vancouver, we've had some pretty rough matches in Cloverdale. And as you see, a lot of our TV segments are shot from Cloverdale now. There's Terry Adonis. We missed the part where the glove is put up on a pole, and you have to fight your way up to get this glove. And I see Adonis has it on. Now that glove, people who've seen these matches, that glove has got steel wrapped clean around it, and it's taped. And getting hit with that, as you can see, can do a lot of damage. And Moondog Morretti is no slouch. He's been in the ring, and he knows his way around. He just did a tour of the far eastern part of Canada.
You know, in honesty to our viewers, we've had to edit this a little bit, of course, because it's such a vicious match. We just didn't want to bring it on television.
There have been some parts that have been cut out. As you know, we try to keep this as family entertainment. As you know, wrestling is one of the better sports in the world, and you know, All-Star Wrestling is one of the best professional wrestling shows you can watch on television. There's Morretti. He got knocked out of the ring. I don't know who the referee is. I hope it's not Vern Siebert, but you never know.
I'll tell you, if I was Vern Siebert, I'd be a little frightened about going out of here tonight. Those fans are pretty mad.
It looks like Steele, Bob Steele there. As you see, Morretti's, so far Adonis not letting Morretti get back into the ring, and I think that's sort of a shame because you can't wrestle outside on the floor. I think all matches should be done completely in the ring. There's Steele. Actually, that's almost a 20 count. Morretti should have been counted out, but Steele, I don't know. I don't understand that man. He's like hot and cold water. One day he's on your back, he's picking on you. Next day he's your friend. I don't know. I can't put this man together.
I can tell you that's the most abuse I have seen Moondog Morretti ever take from any wrestler anywhere.
You see, I think people when they watch wrestling, they notice that your forehead is got the thinnest skin on your body, and getting hit on the head. As you see Morretti right now, he just got his head split open. If people take a look at my head, I must have 1,000 stitches in it. When you get hit in the head, it almost automatically breaks open. You can watch that when you watch a boxing match, and you watch a boxing match, the boxers have gloves on their hands, getting constantly hit in a cheekbone or in the eye or in the forehead, it splits open. This is seen thousands of times. And again, hit with a glove such as a coal miner's glove, you know exactly what can happen to you.
Like I said, I have seen Ed Morretti wrestling in a lot of matches against a lot of very vicious opponents, but I have never seen Moondog Morretti this far out of it.
Nope. I think he's something must be wrong. Either his timing's off, or he's just getting a bad start, or else Adonis has got a head start on him. As you know, in professional wrestling, you pretty well have to pace yourself. The matches have a long time limit. Sometimes you just can't get going. Sometimes you can win matches, and sometimes you can wrestle one of the worst wrestlers there is, and he can beat you. There's Morretti just making a big comeback on Adonis, giving him a turnbuckle, and Adonis dropped the glove there, and I think Morretti's got it now. Oh, it's on the floor. Usually when the glove is thrown, sometimes when you have the glove and your opponent is going to get it, you can throw the glove away, and usually the people pick it up and throw it back in the ring. They just didn't do it this time. But Morretti went out and he got the glove now, and I think he's just going to do a little number on Terry Adonis. I see Terry Adonis has lost quite a bit of weight. You know, people don't believe it. That man used to weigh over 300 pounds at one time. And he just went on a starvation diet. I think he looks like he's got anorexia right now. Is that how you say it, anorexia?
That's close.
No, close enough, right. There's Morretti. He's got the glove now.
Oh, it is interesting. Like I said, we've had to edit this a little bit for television because we don't want it to be too gruesome. But frankly, Terry Adonis has just disappeared ever since this match.
I haven't seen it. It's been must be about a couple of months now since we saw Terry Adonis around here. I don't know whether he got injured or he's just decided to give up wrestling, or there's somebody after him. It might be Moondog Morretti. Who knows? Oh, that was a good one.
I understand that you know, when you're dealing with the mafia, it's pretty hard to stay on the good side of everybody. You know, Terry's been pretty tightly in with that Memphis Mafia crowd.
Well, this Memphis Mafia, I don't know. That's something that's sort of unbelievable. You get Memphis Mafia. You got a fellow from New York. You got a fellow from Canada. You got a fellow from Cucamonga, and you got a fellow that's partly nuts.
Have you noticed that some of these guys have hooked up with the Memphis Mafia, like Terry, like Mike Allen? They've kind of quietly disappeared. Have you noticed?
That's right. They just can't hang it, because when you get into wrestling, you get into that ring, Ed, you got to wrestle, and you can't win matches by using that flag or using. I'm one man that knows that I've done some pretty bad things in my life. I've won matches by using unscrupulous methods. As I said, I don't want to go back to the time of my young son, but anyway, I learned a lesson. You just can't win matches. You may be fooling, you're actually, I think you are fooling yourself by winning matches because you're not actually winning a match by wrestling. You're winning a match by using an instrument or using devious ways, and that's not actually winning a wrestling match. You cannot actually go out and look yourself in the face and say that you actually beat that man, because you never.
Well, I can tell you, if this had been a year ago and I'd heard those words from Master Sergeant Tomko, I would have fainted.
Ed, I'll tell you, I went out, the whole thing was to win a match. Win it any way you possibly can. Because when you're in that ring, you get paid by the amount of matches you win, not by the amount you lose. And the whole thing is winning. Winning, I used to say, win any way you can. Do anything you can to win a match.
Look at that one.
Now, that was a hit. Morretti really laid one on Terry Adonis. As you can see, the crowd in Cloverdale has one of the best crowds. They just love wrestling. The rougher it is, the better they like it.
You just hear them in the background.
Now, this match should have been called out right now for both of them on the floor. In fact, they're already getting out of camera range. As I say, Bob Steele, one thing I got to say, officiating in this area leaves a lot to be desired. I think the referees either have to go back to school and learn something about refereeing or do something, Ed.
I think that we need a little referee school. I agree.
Because it's getting pretty ridiculous. You find baseball, you find it...
Hey, this kind of spoiler we just don't know a great deal about.
Hey, what's the hood? What's the man?
Will not tell us where he is
What are you
from.
doing? What's the hood?
I've heard some rumors that possibly from Singapore, but that's just a rumor, no fact. However, what we've seen of him wrestling, he's a very methodical wrestler. Works it out very, very well, as does Randy Rich, for that matter, to make for a pretty good match. Spoiler and Randy Rich. Randy's making himself quite a reputation in the all-star wrestling circuit. Very popular with the fans due to his speed and agility. Look at him turn that around. That's exactly what I mean, right there. Randy Rich turns it around, although about to go around the other way here, but referee Vern Siebert breaks him up, as they did have legs on the apron. Nice clean break. 10-minute time limit in this match. Getting an awful lot of comments from the fans on with regard to the refereeing, as you heard Master Sergeant Tomko talking about. And I must say that while I could be critical myself, I certainly wouldn't want to get in the ring and do the job. An awful lot harder than it looks. Randy Rich and the spoiler kind of look at each other over a little bit here. This is the first match for these two against each other. Just prior to getting this match underway, referee Vern Siebert was trying to check the mask of the spoiler, and he was having no part of that, none whatsoever. Wouldn't let him near it. Allowed him to check the boots and the knee pads, the elbow pad, but would not let him touch his mask. Look at this guy, Randy Rich, just hanging on. You can see fire in the eyes of the spoiler. And he's mad. He's really mad. He's mad at Vern Siebert right now. Not too sure what he's trying to get across to him. I think he was trying to get the point across that Randy Rich might have pulled him from behind or pulled his mask from behind. Somehow I tend to doubt that. Now a tower of strength contest between Rich and the spoiler. These fellas very evenly matched. The spoiler a little heavier, 255 pounds. Rich at 220 pounds, but Rich a slight bit taller. And Randy Rich gets out of that situation, dumps the spoiler off out of the ropes. And some of the words from the fans are "whale on the beach" is what they're saying. And I think that's referring to some of Timothy Flower's favorite words, beached whale. Man, look at Randy Rich as he's trying to make moves with that left arm. Off the spoiler. one more time round. And you can see this spoiler's trying to get over to the ropes if he can. Got his leg out. He's doing anything he can to get to touch those ropes. He'd like Rich to break that hold. I can hear a crack. I'm not too sure if that's his arm or that was the ring. I think it must have been the ring. Vern Siebert, our referee, checking to see if there are any comments or whether the spoiler is going to give up at this point. Look at Randy Rich pouring the pressure on. Working the hammer line of the spoilers. Spoiler getting over to the edge. Got his hooked out of the ropes. And that forces him to break the hold. 5 minutes away in this 10-minute time limit. Randy Rich and the spoiler. And Rich does a great job on the spoiler. Flips him. And has the arm bar on him right now. Master Sergeant Tomko is going to have a match against the spoiler. That'll be coming up when All-Star Wrestling returns to the PNE Gardens on October the 18th. Now, the spoiler makes lots of noise. You can hear him.
Want to give up? No!
Referee Vern Siebert asking him whether he wants to give up. And you'll probably hear the nose from here. But he is definitely in a little pain as Randy Rich. And Rich drops a knee down on that left arm. Here comes the retaliation from the spoiler. Okay, Rich is a good scientific wrestler. Gets going on that left arm, stays with it. And here the spoiler turns that one around quickly, gets a 2 count on Randy Rich. Nicely done to show of brute strength. And again a 2 count. Randy Rich gets out of that. That's twice now. Not too sure that Randy was actually properly pinned the second time there, but obviously referee Vern Siebert thought so. Now watch the spoiler's right hand. And I think when he gets the right opportunity, that's going to come right down on the back of the neck of Randy Rich. He's right down with him in just a little too much pain. And Randy Rich asking referee Vern Siebert to see whether the spoiler will submit, but no way. Another fast 2 count. And the spoiler, as you can see, is definitely favoring that left arm, as Randy Rich has been doing a lot of work on that left arm. And it's hurting. Also, I know for a fact that the left elbow of his was hurting prior to this match. And Randy Rich gets in just a little close. Gets the boots put to him from the spoiler.
Come on, Rick. Get him, Rick.
And now the spoiler has got Randy Rich in the corner. Across the ring. Randy Rich now starting to take some of his shoulder blocking action. That's 255 pounds that's hitting Randy Rich every time he charges. Uses the arm drag. Pull Rich right across the ring. In the 9th minute, this is a 10-minute time limit. A 1 count on Rich. And Rich kicks him out. This guy, the spoiler, is a tough customer. Randy Rich doesn't do that one. Does a beautiful job to get a 2 count on the spoiler. Like I said, you got to watch this guy Rich. He can fly, literally. Another 2 count. Another 2 count. on the spoilers. And he drives a hard, close fist right into the right eye of Randy Rich. And Randy's going to have a shiner after that one. Rich retaliates with a hard right of his own. Across the ring. And Randy Rich ran right into that one. That's a low blow from the boot of the spoiler. Up and down he goes into a pile driver. Randy Rich is going to be hurting after that one. It's moving at all. He isn't moving at all. But he's got a leg up on the rope. Not moving, but he does have a leg up on the rope.
It's only 2 counts.
And now we got an argument going on between the spoiler and referee Bernie Siebert. Siebert explaining that was only a 2 count because his leg was up on the rope, and there is the bell. That's it. The bell has gone. Randy Rich and the spoiler, they keep going at it, although the bell has gone. Not too sure if we can get him to break it up there. Referee Bernie Siebert trying hard to get him to break it up. The bell is gone. They've actually rung the bell twice. And we're now just waiting for a decision from referee Bernie Siebert. It is a draw. According to referee Bernie Siebert, it is a draw. Between Randy Rich and the spoilers.
Wait a minute. What? I beat the man on point. No.
And now you can probably hear the spoiler. He's saying he beat the man on point. Well, nobody's ever very happy with a draw, but that is a draw. According to referee Bernie Siebert, we'll get up to ringside and have a word with the duration match. A duration match between Rick Patterson from Hollywood, California. He weighs in at 230 pounds, and his opponent for this match is Sir Joseph Cagle. Sir Joseph Cagle from Austin, Texas, at 225 pounds. And once again, Joe Cagle comes into the ring without his usual attire. I make no bones about it. He's out looking for a tag team partner. And, of course, he's been wrestling such people as the spoiler. And now getting a match with Rick Patterson. Frankly, I don't know about these two. Cagle wants to get some tag team belts, he was telling us last week here on All-Star Wrestling, and he made no bones about the fact that he was going to be doing a lot of wrestling with a lot of potential candidates who could share a tag team belt with him. And, you know, Patterson just might be mean enough to fit into Joseph Cagle's camp. Joe Cagle at 230 pounds. Actually, 225. I'm sorry, Rick Patterson at 230 pounds. So they're very evenly matched as far as weight is concerned. Rick a little taller. They wrestle to a similar style, actually. And they're both pretty mean, pretty tough customers. And you can see Rick Patterson.
Hey, come on, Cagle, hey.
And Patterson got his arm put around the rope by Cagle. Cagle now works Patterson across the ring. And Patterson does a little face ripping. I think it was actually some eye gouging on Cagle. And he clotheslined Cagle as Cagle goes by. Now that must have hurt. See the red marks on Cagle's chest. Cagle turns that around. He's going to put a few red marks on Patterson's chest. This guy, Joe Cagle, as I said, is a very tough customer. Don't let those pink boots fool you. And, of course, normally he comes out with his little pink outfit and all that razz on the chest. But pretty serious about finding a tag team partner. Looking them over carefully. And of course, you've heard the fans saying Clyde Patterson. And I don't think that there's any way that Cagle would permit that on the tag team partner. And Joe Cagle getting a nice close-up view of the turnbuckle. Patterson felt that one. As Joe Cagle. Oh, look at him take that vicious snap of Patterson's arm.
He says no, Cagle. He says no.
Yeah, well, he's got it in that position. A nice hard chop to the top part of the arm. He is really pouring it on.
You got to break the hold now.
And Patterson very cleverly took it out to the ropes. To get out of that hole, Patterson is favoring the left arm, as you would expect after that. And Joe Kegel is smart enough to keep working on it. He's got his hand out there. I wouldn't trust that handshake any further than I could throw a piano. Josephine Kegel. He is not happy about that knee of Patterson. Figured that one is a low blow, and you watch. Fine old Kegel, he's going to get that one back. By the hair. Sets him up. Forearm smash to the back. And Joe Kegel, Rick Patterson getting up slowly. Kegel doing a little resting on the turnbuckle. Maybe came back a shade too quickly. Look at these guys slug it out.
Hey, come on, you off the rope.
Got him on the ropes, but they keep turning around. Cross the rope, back the other way. And you can see that Patterson, Cagle just threw him into the air. And Cagle, once again, going to work on that left arm. Patterson's left arm is already kind of twisted around and out of shape. Cagle's going to put some finishing touches on it.
Did you say Patterson had enough? No. He says no.
So Cagle working hard on that left arm of Rick Patterson. Now that hurts. Let me tell you, that really hurts when you've got him in that position for so long. It's one thing to have one of these wrestlers tugging on that arm, but when he can keep it up for that period of time.
Hey, come on, Kegel, off the ropes, Rick.
Seaver telling him to get Patterson off the ropes. And Patterson using the boots on the back of the knee of Cagle. He's done that one to him before. Patterson is good at that hold. Once again, look at him, let him kick the leg out from underneath him. Joe Cagle. He is hurt. He's going over to the ropes. And Patterson comes back. Holds him off the ropes. These guys are really working it out. Now, something you can't tell, but on that last one, when he pulled Cagle off the ropes, one of the stringers under the ring, which is a 2x6 board under the ring, literally broke. And Joe Cagle throwing some elbows. That's Patterson. Right out through the ropes and into the fans. Joe Cagle manipulated that one very, very well. He put Rick Patterson down on the concrete. Matter of fact, he almost had him sitting in our studio audience. You can see the distance there between the ring and the audience. And when Patterson went out of there, he was very nearly in the front row seats. Rick Patterson kind of hobbling back into the ring. That's the way to get in the ring when you're going to be greeted by Joe Cagle. Rick Patterson taking a lot of abuse from this guy, Cagle. And Patterson does a beautiful turnaround. Couldn't hang on to it. As Cagle hit him hard on the ears. And the lights went out there for Rick Patterson for a second. That's a 2 count.
It's a 2 count, Cagle, 2 count.
Cagle getting the 2 count on Patterson. Gives him a hard forearm slap to the chest, followed by a boot to that sore arm. Cagle trying hard to take control of the situation, but you got to remember, this guy Patterson's a young guy with lots of resilience. He can come back. Now, once again, what's this old Patterson might have got an eye gouge there from Cagle, and he's going to return one. He does. Didn't get a good hold on that one. And there goes Cagle. Cagle out of the ring. Right through the second rope, very nearly into our camera. Now we've now got them down. They're out of the ring, but they're down on the concrete. Referee Vern Siebert is counting. But the match goes on down on the apron. You can see Cagle. Referee Vern Siebert is counting him out. And here Cagle, he probably told him to shut up as he throws Patterson back into the ring. Looks like Kegle's going to pull him back out of the ring again. Hey, he does. He's got Patterson back down to the concrete again. That's it. The bell goes, and we're going to call it a draw. According to referee Vern Siebert, it is a draw if they can ever get him to break it up. And referee Vern Siebert, as you can see, turned him around. Get him out of there. We'll be right back right after this.